Welcome to the Pantless Podcast. And now your hosts, Austin and Travis. Take it away, guys. Welcome back to the Pantless Podcast.
Hey guys,
I'm Travis, that's Austin.
I'm Austin.
Welcome back, Season 4, Episode 4.
Yep.
4.
We're 44, yo. Like Route 44,
Yeah.
Colt 44.
Well, there you go. Welcome back. If you're not already, subscribe to this channel.
Yeah. Subscribe
Come
to
after
us.
you if you're not. Not really, because I'm not gonna.
If you don't
Too
subscribe
lazy.
to us and you don't hit that little bell notification thing, you won't even know when our episodes drop on Mondays.
Yeah. I could just upload a random video at a random time when I randomly feel like it.
Yeah.
Because I haven't been uploading hardly anything lately because I just haven't been in the mood to edit anything or play games.
Dang.
Which we'll get into that here in a bit because I have some potential games to be starting playing.
Ooh,
But
exciting.
how have you been doing there, sir?
Man, I have been fantastic. Just been chillaxing.
Yeah.
Chillaxing.
Come to find out, neither one of us worked much this week.
No. Yeah. Thanks.
For once,
Thanks, COVID. Thanks.
Yeah. Which neither one of us
No, yeah, we don't have COVID,
or had COVID.
but COVID policies prevent us from working.
Yeah. I had a bit of a rant about that at work today, but we won't go into that either.
Yeah,
But I mean,
our company's pretty woke, so it'll.
Whoa, easy.
Yeah.
Easy there.
Oh yeah, let's. We don't need to get involved in
So
that kind of talk.
what you been doing? What have you been doing?
Well, I know you don't want to get into video games just yet, but I've been playing a lot of video games. A lot of Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity, trying to 100% it. Got the new DLC. It's been fun, man. It's been fun.
I
Downloaded Pokemon Unite. I played that a lot.
say,
I played that a lot yesterday.
Oh.
Can't see it.
Focus.
Is that?
Focus,
Looks like you have
focus.
Kingdom Hearts on there. What is? Oh, that's a Diablo.
Focus. No, it's not gonna focus.
It's not going to focus. But yeah, I actually
I
enjoyed it, man. It's not too bad.
I was actually just right there trying to show you that I actually downloaded Unite.
We need to dabble in some of that tomorrow or something.
Ooh, I like dabbling. Yes. Not excited to play the game because it's not the style of game that I enjoy at all. I hate that style of game. And I've heard some things about said game that really don't make me excited to play it. But
Oh, come on.
I
It's free. It's free.
Pay to win.
I don't know. I haven't got that far yet.
There are certain Pokemon that you either have to grind months worth of in-game credits or just pay $20 outright and get the best characters right off the bat.
Interesting. Okay, yeah, I haven't even seen that.
Yeah, there's an in-game store where you can there's like 3 different forms of currency. There's I heard that the coins you get, I guess you get coins at the end of every battle.
Something like that, yeah.
And you're only allowed like 2,000 coins. You're only allowed to accrue X amount of coins a month. Or once you hit a certain amount of coins, you can't gain more until a certain time frame. And like Gengar takes 10,000 coins or like 600 like tickets, and for $20 you can get like 700 tickets and just buy him outright, or spend 3 months grinding to get him.
Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah, I did. I actually battled against a Gengar once, and so I didn't even realize. I didn't even realize he was special.
That is someone who has bought Gengar because you can't.
Yeah, because this was day 2, so.
Yeah, from what it was explained, is you have to play for 3 months every day, getting you have to get max coins every day, because it's like maybe like 200 coins, because he's 10,000 coins. and the guy said you'd have to play for 3 months solid every day to get Gengar for free.
Okay. That's
So
cool.
anybody playing as Gengar right now has bought them.
Right.
Not a huge fan of that, but we're gonna get deleted off the internet. But this game was made by Tencent. I don't know if you know who they are.
Nope. Don't know what that is.
They are a massive, mega tech Chinese tech company, like one of the largest tech companies over in China.
Oh, wow. Okay.
They control a lot of technology stuff, and I think the company that developed the game has made a lot of mobile games. Tencent put up the money for it. Pokemon Company just let them make a Pokemon game because from what I understand, it didn't cost Nintendo or Pokemon Company any money to make this game.
Huh.
Tencent fit the
Nice.
whole bill for it just so
Nice.
they could try to make this game.
Nice.
But it's just riddled with microtransactions, which
Right.
I'm not a huge fan of. I'll jump on and play it and try it. I'm kind of intrigued to see how the Pokemon aspect of it goes. I've been playing a different game.
Okay.
I've been kind of uh, scrolling through PC Game Pass selections,
Mm-hmm.
just free the because if you have Game Pass Ultimate, you can do Game Pass on PC and the Xbox. And I downloaded a game called My Time at Porsche.
My Time at Porsche?
Porsche.
Porsche. Oh,
P O
like the car company.
no
No.
P O Portia.
Like Ellen DeGeneres' wife. Porsche.
Sure, Porsche. It 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 it's a crafting style game. It's like a survival crafting game,
Like Minecraft?
but it's in sort of yeah. But instead of there's a huge lot more storyline. Beautiful looking game. Um, you are you're a young kid whose father has basically given you a workshop on this island called Portia. It's the island of Portia.
Okay.
And you have to go and you run a crafts like a workshop. So instead of most games that do crafting, you're like a warrior who also crafts crap to help you do stuff. No, you are a craftsman. You you have to do some tests at the beginning to get your craftsman's license, and you do contracts for people. You make different stuff. You also make stuff for your own workshop to upgrade your stuff. And there's massive storyline plots. The game runs in 4 seasons. So instead of in Minecraft where it's got a day-night cycle, but it doesn't
Right.
matter
Right.
because it's just endless.
Yep.
This one is uh, you have shops will close at night and don't open till a certain time in the morning. So if you get up too early in the morning, you have to wait till 8 or 9 in the morning for shops to open if you need to buy something.
Mm.
Certain stuff isn't open on the weekends because your shopkeeps will not be at their shops on Saturdays and Sundays.
Is this
They'll be
in
off
real
fish
time or is this in game time? Like, is a
in game
Saturday in
time.
the game? Okay. Okay. Okay.
In game, it's an accelerated clock
Okay.
because days. It took me probably 2 hours of playing to get through probably about 1 month of the game.
Oh wow. Okay.
It seems like I'd be playing and before I realize it's getting dark, and the game will not let you pull an all nighter.
Oh.
I was down in one of the ruins mining for ore, and it hit 4 o'clock in the morning. My character's like, "I'm too tired." He just passes out on the ground, and you wake up in your bed. I've done that 2 or 3 times. I haven't really found a downside to it. It's not like it punishes you for doing that.
Right.
And you have a stamina bar. that if it runs out, you can't do any actions and you have to go to sleep to replenish your stamina bar.
Okay.
But
It sounds
it's
interesting.
fun.
Yeah.
I'm in the second month now, and it's I'm about to hit Halloween, and the town does like events, and I skip most of the events just because I forget or I don't see them in time, and I'm over here crafting crap, and it's like, oh, I missed that event. I'm antisocial. Um, I haven't actually recorded anything for that game. I've just kind of been playing that one on my own.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm going to do any let's plays of that one.
Yeah.
I also uh I'm thinking about I downloaded Fallout 1, the original Fallout for PC.
Oh, cool. Is that on Game Pass?
It's on Game Pass. On PC Game Pass only. It's not on the Xbox.
Okay, nice.
They have 1, 2, Tactics, 3, and New Vegas all on Game Pass PC.
Nice.
3 may not be on PC. I don't know. I know 1, 2, and Tactics is. I won't play Tactics. I hate those style games.
Yeah,
But
I need to I actually just had an issue with not necessarily an issue with Xbox per se, but on I want to say it was either Wednesday night or Thursday night, I started getting emails about receipts for buying V-Bucks from Fortnite. And I was like,
dang it.
what's going on? So yeah, of course, I immediately go to my kids. One of my kids is with me, so I'm like, well, he's not doing it. And the other kids that she's off, but then I go down there and she's with her friends, and I'm like, are you playing Fortnite? She's like, no, I haven't played Fortnite in a long time. And so I'm like, okay. And then we're trying to figure this out. I get with Microsoft, and it's after hours, so I have to do like the text chat to talk to people.
Oh yeah.
And I'm able to get some of them. They won't. They're not able to tell me where it's coming from. Apparently, it's tied to my gamer tag, not to my kid's gamer tag. And I couldn't figure it
Ooh,
out.
sounds like
I couldn't figure it out. I got a bunch of them refunded, but then at the end of the night, another one popped up, and I was like, "What the heck is going on?" And I had changed my password. I had set up, two-factor authentication. I did all of that,
were
and
these coming off your
it
like
see,
credit or card?
yeah, it was coming off of my PayPal, coming out of my PayPal,
Ooh,
and so
that
I was like,
you can get,
yeah, I don't know what's going on. So eventually, so I try to refund that last one, and it tells me I've hit my max refunds for the month or for the year. You get a certain amount of refunds for the year.
okay.
So I'm like, well, this isn't mine. So I need to. I haven't talked to a Microsoft person yet. I'm sure they could handle it, but I had to go through
Now,
PayPal because Microsoft will not let you just remove a payment method because I have subscriptions. I have got Game Pass and I get Microsoft Office. And they're like, well, you have to set up you have to set up a different payment so you can keep your subscriptions. Well, I'm like, oh, I
do you
don't
not
want
have
to do
it?
that. If people
Do
are,
you not have it?
oh,
Does your Xbox require a password to make a payment go through?
it, yeah, I mean, I have to put in my PIN for on my Xbox.
So somebody's got your PIN.
I guess that's possible. I don't know. I just don't know if it's Xbox. I don't know if it's
That's
PC.
crazy.
I don't know who's doing it. So we had to go through PayPal and say stop doing Microsoft transactions. So I'm probably going to lose my Game Pass pretty soon if Xbox doesn't fix the problem.
That sucks.
But yeah, it's it's pretty lame. I don't know what's going on. It was so frustrating.
Well,
Thankfully, I was able to get a bunch of them refunded like that same day. But there's just
well, you
one
need to
eight
make it.
dollar payment that I'm like, right now I'm out. But I think I can talk to somebody and they could probably fix it for me.
Well, you need to get that fixed because I downloaded another game. I downloaded like 3 or 4 games all in one day off PC Game Pass. I got another game called Golf with Friends.
Yeah,
It's a
you
putt putt golf. It's a multiplayer putt putt golf game
nice.
you play in real time. I've watched other people play it. It's hilarious. It's frantic.
That's
We
funny.
need to get on there and do some. Even if we get some other people to, even if it's just the two of us, that'd be all right. Maybe we can play it while podcasting one night. It'd be a frantic thing. It'd be a good live episode.
Yeah.
But I think that'd be fun for us to do. I also bought a game last night that I haven't kicked on because I want to record. It's called Live the Life.
Never
It's
heard
a
of it.
life. It's a hardcore life simulator. I downloaded it off Steam last night. I watched the guy play it, and it looked quite comical to play because you actually you get an apartment, and it's like a kind of ultra realistic simulator, and you have to like you you have to live this guy's life. You have to like go get a job, and you start with an empty apartment that you have to make payments on. So you have to have money to keep your bills up to paid up, and you have to furnish your apartment and buy food.
So it's just real life.
It is. It's early access, so they're adding new stuff to it. It looks quite comical.
That sounds pretty funny.
So,
pretty funny.
Update to something we talked about last week that I heard about today. Remember last week we were talking about the Steam Deck, the Valve's new gaming console handheld.
We didn't talk about that.
I thought because we were talking about it getting scalped last week.
I thought we were talking about the Amiibo getting
the
scalped.
OLED
And the OLED getting scalped, but
we also did talk about the Steam Deck.
Okay,
it's the new handheld.
It's the one that kind of looks like a Switch, right? But it runs
yes.
the Steam stuff. Yeah,
it's the one that was went up for pre-orders, got sold out, and then were being sold for like $2,000 and $5,000 on eBay.
Cow.
And it's I think the base model's $399.
$399.
$399. It's a handheld PC.
Does it?
And it was
dock. Can you play it on the television like a Switch, or?
Yeah, the dock is sold separately. They haven't even priced, or they've shown the dock, but they haven't actually priced it. And what's crazy, what we talked about was that when you pre-order one from Valve, is you don't even pay the full price. You just throw a $5 hold. So they only charge you $5 for the pre-order. So these scalpers were paying the $5 pre-order, throwing the receipt picture up on eBay, and a couple people had been buying them for like $700-800 on eBay. And they're not coming out till Q2 of 22, I think.
Ooh, wow.
So there's been people that have already spent about $1,000 on eBay for a console that somebody spent $5 on, got $1,000 for it now, and won't get the console for probably another year.
That's wild.
Good news. eBay ripped down all those listings.
Oh,
there's not any list because it breaks their terms of service. You can't sell something you can't sell a product you don't have on hand.
Oh, okay.
You can't. They're selling a product that they're like, we'll ship it to you in a year when we get it.
Right.
So yeah, that's good news on the scalping business.
Yeah.
Against the scalpers. So don't rip people off.
Boo, scalper, boo.
Heck yeah. So
jeez. Roughness.
That's all I got. That's all I got for gaming with Gert. We didn't even do it
with Gert. Yeah.
Rumor has it that guy didn't die.
Yeah, I saw that. I was gonna bring it. We'll talk about that when we talk about music. But let's jump into our movie.
Retro movie review.
Let's hit it. I'm ready for this.
Retro movie.
Terminator 2. Loved it.
Day, man.
1991, the year of our Lord. Fantastic.
wow, was that movie? Okay, so special effects.
It was actually pretty impressive for a '91 movie.
So
Pretty impressive.
I hadn't seen this movie in so long. I laughed out loud when Arnold is on the motorcycle and uh the T2000's in the semi and they're in that storm drain.
Yeah.
And Arnold jumps the motorcycle off that bit, and when he comes off the air, if you look close enough, it's not him on the bike.
No, yeah, it's
His face changes to a different person. Like the jawline changes.
yeah, it was a.
And it's like
you could tell they tried. They tried though, but
and
yeah,
then
it was funny.
As soon as he lands, the jawline like softens up and he takes off, and you're like, okay. And then right after that, when the semi hits the embankment and blows up, right as it blows up, you see like a little rag doll.
Yes, yes. You see, like just like a test dummy.
It looks like one of those.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, that was like an unnecessary. They could have did with nothing, but they had the doll in there. It was so fun.
Oh my god!
I was like, that is fantastic. It was great.
Oh, it was.
It was great. I loved that explosion. That was one of those '90s unnecessary explosions when it was just like when it hits and then it's like tss, and then poof. At least they had some kind of explanation. Like there was a little bit of electricity with the gas running. Like they explained why there was an explosion, but it was like a giant explosion that was so unrealistic, but it was so '90s. I loved it.
Other than that, I mean, just a great movie for a '91 action flick.
Did you notice that upgraded was a T1000 or T2000, whatever? Did you notice what his name was? Did you catch it? Did you ever look at his badge?
No, I actually didn't.
It was Austin.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. I was like, what are they gonna call this guy? Like, oh, he's Austin. Officer Austin.
That guy was like born for that role. He was like just the face he gave the whole time.
Yeah.
Have you seen this boy? Like that dude, something else. I forget that's a James Cameron movie, which
right? Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
So, good. Metacritic.
Ooh,
22 critics.
22 critics. I think they were favorable. I'm gonna say 62.
Wow, you're actually under this movie.
Really?
75.
75. That
in the green.
Wow, good job, T2. Good job.
I mean, for a sequel,
yeah,
probably one of the better sequels, action sequels.
If you try to come up with a sequel that was that much better than the original, it'd be really tough.
Lethal Weapon 2, Die Hard 2.
I can't remember Lethal Weapon 2. Never seen any of the Die Hards. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. But I can't remember.
Do we need to watch I
remember Lethal Weapon 3 being absolutely hilarious. I don't remember the first two. I mean, I know that they were good. They were funny. But for some reason, there was something about 3 that just sticks out in my head. It was like, this was like the funniest. And I don't know if it's because it was the most recent.
All the Lethal Weapons
they're great.
Just classic.
Yeah, they're great.
We need to find those and watch those. 1,172 users.
Wow, that's a lot.
Very high number of users. You won't guess this score.
I won't. 84.
It's a point number.
8.4.
Oh.
What is
9.0.
9. Nice. It was a good flick, man. This is one of our higher ranked movies if you count Metacritic and user. This is one of the top. Well,
it's very impressive for that many users.
Yeah.
To have that high of an average.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a really, really good.
Yeah. Very well received movie.
Common Sense Media gave it a 4 out of 5 for ages 15 and older. It says it's a thrilling sci-fi action sequel, has lots of violence. Parents say it's a 5 out of 5 for kids 12 and older, and kids say it's a 5 out of 5 for kids 12 and older. So parents and kids both are like, hey, let's...
I will admit, I will let my kids watch this movie. Because where it's a lot of violence, there's not that much, like, gore. There's not a lot of, like, blood.
Right.
It's...
Right. And any of the main stuff, it's between the Terminators, and they're, like, metal, and it's fake, so... And that's the bulk of it. So, yeah, there's not a lot of human carnage, except for, like, her dream sequences. Those are kind of rough. Especially that last one. That last one was pretty rough.
That was... I forgot all about that one.
Like, watching the process of a nuclear blast not too far from you. And I was like, whoa, this is intense. It's super intense.
What awesome reviewer we got today.
We are going to figure out how David Gurney reviews a movie. So
I need to start remembering these people.
Right, we should write them down. I don't know. We should write them down. Positive messages. What do you think? What do we got?
Not existent.
2 out of 5.
Oh, 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
it says the idea.
Better than the last guy.
Yeah, the last. Oh gosh. The idea of creating one's own future and fate is frequently discussed. This gives characters the hope and strength to try to change the destiny of the planet despite what they know of the future. So, there you go.
All right.
It is what you make it, right? It is what you make it. What was that line that John Connor told himself from the future to his younger self? Fate is... What? Fate is...
Said something about no fate.
Fate is what you make it.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Positive role models and representation gets a
3.
1.
3.
A 1.
What?
John Connor teaches the Terminator sent to keep him safe, not to kill. He also explains why people cry and have feelings. And
that's a 3 in my book. All right.
Yeah.
The mother, not a good role model. The Terminator.
But
come on,
he's a machine. Can you have a machine be a positive role model? Even though the mom was saying like he would cry.
He would cry.
Yeah, that's true. Violence. What do you think?
What about the mom?
I was going to say the mom had that. There was that one scene where she was watching the Terminator with John, and like she was like talking about how he would be like the best dad ever because he wouldn't get drunk and beat him, and he would never yell at him, and he would always be there to protect him, and he would die for him. So, yeah,
exactly.
You would think that that's a pretty good role model, but who knows? But maybe because he takes orders from his kid. You know, what kind of positive, like, what kind of parental figure will take orders? Because the kid could be like, beat him up, and he'd go beat him up. So, all right, what do you think they're going to give for violence?
That's a 5.
Yeah, it's a 5.
100%.
It's a 5. Frequent and unrelenting violence. Post-apocalyptic sci-fi violence. Vehicle chases, gun and artillery fire, explosions, characters killed by swords through their head, blood, characters shot at in their homes by machine guns, broken mop handle to the skull, in a reoccurring nightmare, adults and children laughing and enjoying the rides on a playground burn alive from nuclear war. In the parking lot of a desert diner, 2 young boys are shown chasing each other with what look like real guns, pretending to shoot at each other.
So. That's that. Why do you even add that? That's just kids playing guns.
Yeah, but they look like real guns. They don't have the orange tips. Remember, this is 2021.
Oh, yeah.
We have orange tips now.
But this was made in '91, where orange wasn't a color.
That's true. That's absolutely true. Sex. What do you think? You got?
Give it a 1 because there was the naked Terminators.
It got a 2.
2.
There was the naked male buttocks when the Terminators make their first appearance, but then there was the brief scene depicting a guard licking the face of a restrained mental patient. So
yeah, I forgot about
that gave it a 2. That was just a weird random scene. Like he just
I thought that
it was just so
I saw it.
bizarre.
I saw him do that, and I was like, "Oh, don't tell me he's going to take this further."
Right.
I'm like, I don't remember if he does. I don't remember if he starts and she beats the crap out of him. I couldn't remember where that scene was going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was weird.
yeah.
What about language, man? What do you think they're going to give him for language?
Can we give it a 3?
It got a 4 for
Because
frequent
the
profanity.
the John did say. I mean, the young kid did say some pretty off the wall stuff throughout the movie.
Yeah, there was the F word and variations of the F word. The A word,
Oh yeah, okay,
the
yeah,
dip word, and then the
okay.
D-wad word that was mentioned.
Okay.
So I guess because of the frequent, especially, I mean, the F word was dropped quite a bit. So I think that's why it got what it got. Did
Yeah.
did you catch any consumerism in there?
I mean, there was the arcade.
That's the arcade. That's not on here. Well, what do you think they're going to give them for consumerism? I'll go with that.
We'll go with a 1.
It is a 1. Yay. Good job, Travis. They only give it for the Pepsi. Pepsi
Okay.
is clearly shown. And I thought the can was super obvious, like when the waiter had it on the plate or whatever.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, then I saw a vending machine, a Pepsi vending machine. And then I think they could have gigged him because when he was going through the motorcycles, it was like Harley Davidson, Yamaha.
Oh
I
yeah.
wondered if they were going to show that too, but they just said Pepsi can clearly. It says a Pepsi can clearly shown. A Pepsi can clearly shown. David does not know how to English. That's fine.
Yeah.
Who does though? English is hard. Drinking, drugs, and smoking. What do you think?
Give that one a 4.
It got a 2. A 2.
I figured it'd at least get a 3 or 4 because the foster dad was drinking and smoking on the couch.
They just say cigarette smoking and tequila drinking. So I guess there were 2 things. So it got a 2. Even though there was a lot of cigarettes throughout the whole movie. And there was actually quite a bit of drinking. It wasn't just the dad. Like the people that she went to, they were drinking. You know, that Mexican family that was down
Yeah.
south.
Because
They were drinking.
he had the bottle of tequila right there
Yeah.
that he was trying to hand to everybody.
Yeah. So yeah, you know. But I think David did. I think he did a little bit better than our last guy. I can't even remember our last guy. I just know we were trying to cancel him because he was terrible.
He was not good.
But David, not too bad. Not too bad. What parents need to know? Parents need to know that Terminator 2 Judgment Day, the first sequel to Arnold Schwarzenegger's sci-fi action hit The Terminator, is extremely violent and features disturbing post-apocalyptic imagery, all of which are likely to be more intense in the movie's 3D version. Characters are shot and killed and blood is shown. There's lots of swearing, including F and its variations. Viewers will see naked bottoms when the Terminators make their first appearances, but the movie does a surprisingly good job of addressing the issue of collateral damage, which is often glazed over in big action films. The point is made by multiple characters, most importantly young John Connor, that killing bystanders must be avoided at all costs, even though the fate of the world may hang in the balance. In this way, this movie has more of a conscience than many other films in its genre. I agree. That was actually, there really wasn't a lot of adult casualties. The Terminator went out of his way. I mean, he would take out their kneecaps and be like, "They'll live."
that was funny. I just cracked me up. There was the first time the two Terminators meet in that back hallway. That one janitor guy dies.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, the other Terminator, the bad Terminator, he kills a lot of guys. He does.
He kills a lot of
He
people.
kills a
Yeah.
lot. But
Yeah, I just thought it was a great movie.
it was really good. It was really good. I
Just
was very impressed for a movie that old. It would still be a good movie today. I think it would just. They did a good job. James Cameron, good job, man. Good
yeah,
job.
really.
Per the use. So,
Well, there's something else I was going to say about it. I can't remember what I was going to say. Overall, great movie. That's all I'm going to say.
yeah,
Yes, that's all.
that's what we can say. So next week, our movie, you and I are going to have a talk because
Okay, we're here to talk. Yeah, that's kind of what we do every week.
my wife really wants to watch the game, or she wants us to watch the game. And she told me, because I told her, I was like, you need to tweet us. And she told me, that doesn't make any sense because I'm sleeping with one of the hosts of the show. It doesn't make sense.
Wait, which one?
And that's what I'm like, it's not me. So you and I need to have a talk because she says she should get some props. Like, she shouldn't have to tweet us because she's sleeping with one of the hosts. I'm like, whoa.
We need to have a chat with Gert.
Gert's not. It's you need to look me in the eye and tell me, where have you been lately, man? I thought we worked together, but
I've been home under self quarantine. Under quarantine, I'm not allowed to leave the house.
I don't know. But either way, if that's the case, if what she's saying is true, and whatever, I think maybe we need to dabble in the game. Maybe we need to dabble.
We're dabbling again.
Yeah, I think
we're doing this.
We need to do this, and I need to figure out what's going on there.
Yeah.
She said that she's like, why are we? She's like, why do I have to tweet when I'm sleeping with one of the hosts? And I was like, you're what? What are you doing? This is highly inappropriate.
Since when?
Exactly. We're married, so I know it's not us.
When were you ever gonna notify me?
Yeah, why was I not invited?
We could always do the original Mortal Kombat until you get all that figured out. Have you watched the Mortal Kombat?
Oh yeah,
movie.
The original, yeah. I saw the new one too. The new one's good too.
I haven't seen the newest one because I refuse to pay for HBO Max to watch it.
I actually went to theaters to watch the new one.
Yeah,
I went by myself, and it was actually interesting. I wasn't the only guy going by himself to watch Mortal Kombat. It was pretty cool. You see that, and the guy in front of you is like, Mortal Kombat for one. I was like, yeah, brothers. And then we sat socially distant apart. But,
nice. So, man, I'm a little mad at Netflix right now.
Why?
I don't even know if it's Netflix's fault because I don't know if it even. I was going to watch an anime movie on Netflix the other day, and not in English.
Do they have an English version out there, or you just?
No, I don't. That's where I'm kind of can't get fully mad at Netflix because I don't know if the movie was ever translated.
Okay.
To English. It's Mobile Suit Gundam, the original movie from 1981.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, from 81. And I went to go watch it, and it was in Japanese with English subtitles. And I went to all the settings, and you can't move it to English. I'm like, because they've got Gundam 1, 2, and 3, and then a fourth movie all on Netflix. And I'm like,
yeah, I noticed One Punch Man's like that. It's only in subtitles. There's not a dubbed version of One Punch Man.
There is, just not on Netflix.
Oh.
You can go to, I think, Funimation. I think Funimation has the English version of One Punch Man.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Netflix just doesn't like to put English version. Netflix, I guess they're real big on keeping movies in their native language. Because I want to say I watched Ip Man a while back, and it was in the original Cantonese. And then when Kung Fu Hustle was on Netflix before it got removed, it was in its original Cantonese with subtitles. I don't think it had the English version because the English version is hilarious. Because have you ever watched Kung Fu Hustle?
Yes.
Okay. Have you watched it in English or Cantonese or in its original Cantonese?
I can't remember if I've ever seen it.
Because it's funny.
I'm sure I had it because I watched it back when it came out on DVD. So surely
Okay.
I would have seen it in English. But then the most recent time I
Well,
watched it, it was on Netflix, and so
it was comically dubbed. I mean, because it was dubbed by the original actor. The original actors actually went back and dubbed they didn't like they you could still see their mouths moving in Cantonese with the English language over the top of it. And you can see how they kind of made it look comical. Like,
so they did their
they would
own
stop
English
talking.
translation. All of them did.
I want to say Stephen Chow did the English translation for that movie.
Oh, fun!
Because it's still his character is still voiced by him in the English version.
Huh.
Shaolin Soccer's the same way, and the Mermaid, I believe, is the same way.
Still haven't seen the Mermaid. I have not seen that one.
Mermaid's an odd one, and I don't know where you can even find that one. I don't even know if it's on Netflix anymore. I want to say all his stuff got pulled off Netflix.
So are we good for the game? Are you good for that? To appease the misses?
We can either do the game or Mortal Kombat, whatever you want to do.
What if we do the game now and do Mortal Kombat next?
Sounds good.
That way I don't get in trouble. Too much trouble.
Like I say, you're gonna get in trouble no matter what.
That's true. That's true. At least I can give her this one. I can give her this one. So we'll do it.
As long as you get something.
The game. It's on Netflix.
It is. I've already got it on my wish list.
Ho, ho, ho.
My list.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Okay, so no, it's not. No, it's not on Netflix anymore. Because I know Kung Fu Hustle was on Netflix because that's where I watched it. That's where I watched it last time.
Yeah, me too.
I will say I watched it within the next few days of me watching it. It went off of Netflix. Like it left. Like I caught it right in time.
Just in
I used to have all those on completely legal copies.
Yeah.
On DVD.
Yeah.
I was just the guy that burned them on disc told me that he had the original, that he just copied them across. He's a trustworthy guy.
Of course. I used to give plasma or sell plasma. I didn't give it. I got money for it. But
Okay.
One of the phlebotomists, she would walk around and she would sell bootleg Blu-rays to everybody, like sitting there trying to get their 30 or $40. She's like, "Here, you want this for $5? It's a Blu-ray." And then it was always like the latest movies. I remember one of them. It was back when what was that? A Jump Man, I think was what it was called, or Jumper. Was that Paul Walker?
Yeah,
Jumper.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
Yeah, I remember it was that one, and I was like tempted. I was like, "Ooh, $5." I was like, eh. I never did. I never got one from her, but I just thought it was hilarious that she was just going around to all these people that were like, sitting there with a needle in their arm for $30.
You can take your $40 cash, or I can give you 5 of these burnt movies.
Exactly. Oh, it was fantastic.
One hell of a deal.
And it was like one of those. You remember those ones like that they zipped and that had like you could flip through them and see all the movies.
Oh yeah, it's like It's like a catalog.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Yeah, it was like yeah,
I don't know which one I want.
yeah. It was great. Love it. I miss those people.
That's good times. And I need to watch a Jumper. I wonder if I haven't heard nothing about that movie in a long time.
Yeah, it was a good one. That was a really good one. That was
There was that one?
that was the guy that played Anakin Skywalker. That was Hayden Christensen, right?
Hayden Christensen. It was
Yeah,
because
yeah,
Paul Walker was in the different one that had a similar storyline.
yeah.
There was 2 movies that came out real close to each other.
Man, yeah, that was a good one. That was a good flick. Absolutely.
Yeah, that was Hayden Christensen. Samuel L. Jackson was in that one because he was one of the guys that was hunting him down.
Old Samuel L. Love it.
That movie come out. Movie came out in 2008. Wow.
Yeah, that's
You can't watch it anymore for free.
sounds about right. Sounds about right.
All right, we're doing the game, right?
The game. Yep.
All right.
That's what we're gonna do.
I'm down for that.
Music, sir. What kind of music have you been listening to?
So I got to pull it up on my phone again. Been just hitting the podcasts hard and heavy.
Yeah.
Been watching a lot of. There's been hitting spots. Been using Spotify.
Oop.
Find us on Spotify.
Yep.
I've been watching a lot of stuff by Dirty Mo Media, which is Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s media company.
Okay.
And they released a new podcast called, now follow me, I got to read this from my phone.
Okay.
The podcast is called Glorious White-Knuckled God-Fearing Spin-Out and Half-Turned-Over Racing Stories.
Holy cow.
That's the name of the podcast.
I didn't even know NASCAR people could say that many words in one sentence.
It's rough. It's rough. And they got, like, at the beginning of each episode, which there's only 2 episodes out right now.
Okay.
He rattles that off like the host, and I don't even know he just nails it. And the host, which is Rick Houston, I don't really know who he is. They're just, like I said, there's only 2 episodes out of it, and I think their episodes are like 12 to 15 minutes a piece. They're kind of a short.
Okay, that's
They're
cool.
like little short stories, and it's just like a historical thing where somebody from the racing community comes in and tells an old story about some random event that happened. Like, I think the first episode's Bill Elliott tells the story about his near-death experience right after winning the finale in Atlanta in 1986.
Woo.
He gets a chance to go fly in an F-16 fighter jet out of Georgia, and the jet he was in collided with another jet.
Oh,
and they had to make a crash landing. Yeah, and he tells that whole story, and I don't want to give it away just in case people want to actually go and listen to it.
Sounds intense.
Just go listen to it. It's pretty good. I might send you a link to it. Their media group also has another. I like watching all motorsports. I love racing, and I love listening to hear people talking about it. And there's another podcast called Door Bumper Clear that I listen to. That's a bunch of NASCAR spotters talking about the last race that happened.
Okay, so it's like a little recap. Like from people
they just kind of talk about what happened in the last race, and then they hit some headlines that's happened throughout the week. But music, you want to hear some music? Listening to an oldie.
An oldie.
Some music
from
the 70s.
All right. Give it to me, bro. What you got?
Dexy's Midnight Runners.
Dexy's Midnight Runners? I have never heard of them.
Come on, Eileen.
Okay. Yeah.
You mean everything.
That was Dexy's Midnight Runners? Did another band cover them? Like in the 80s?
Maybe I don't.
Because I thought, come on,
That
man.
was,
Like, I could picture, like, this British band singing that song.
they're British.
So, how weird. Okay. I just didn't realize that they were
They're
Dexy's Midnight
actually.
Runners. That's crazy.
I think most of the band is like Irish, Scottish, and partly British. They're like all over the place.
Huh. Okay.
But it's Dexy's Midnight Runners. Yeah, I actually have the album. I forgot I even had that album. Me and the wife were in the car going somewhere the other day, and I'm like, I don't feel like kicking on. Like, what CD do I have in my car? And it was that album. I literally bought it to keep it in my car.
Nice.
And I know most people listen to this, but I don't even know what a CD is. I've got a whole stack of them over here. I'm not going with that one. That one's lame. Ooh, there you go. Some Dave Crowder
Oh,
band.
there you go. Remedy.
Heck yeah, what else I got? How about some 1,000 Foot Crutch?
Oh, yeah. 1,000 Foot Crutch. That's a good one.
How about some 10th Avenue North?
Yeah.
Anybody remember some Hawk Nelson?
Ooh, that's a good album, too, right there.
Yeah, it is.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I got some other good stuff. What else? Well, we're on a roll here. Oh, there's some Chicago.
Nice.
What out left field with that one, boss?
Nice.
Yeah, there's my Demon Hunter.
Oh, yeah.
Or that's the double album. We won't look at the next one on the stack. I don't know if I want to admit to people that I own CDs.
Oh, snap.
That's two 90s for me to admit that I own them. I don't know if Scott Stapp would be. Oh, I gave it away.
Oh, snap.
So
Good stuff.
But yeah, look up some Dexy's Midnight Runners. They're good. I actually really kind of discovered them as a band through an old British sitcom that I watch quite a bit. There's only 12 episodes, so I literally sit down and finish the whole series in like a day. But in that show, I think I might have talked about the show on here before. But in that show, they have a live band that comes in and plays during one of their episodes.
Oh, like just a random live band?
Yeah, they'll set up and it'll be part of the episode. They'll actually incorporate it in the episode.
Okay.
And I don't know if do you know who the Madness is?
The Madness.
They're a British band. You know the song Our House?
Yeah.
Our house
Yeah.
in the middle of our street.
Yeah.
Our house.
Yeah.
They play that song. They're on 2 episodes. They're in an episode in season 1 and season 2.
Nice.
I think they do Our House on the 2nd season. Motorhead playing Ace of Spades is in one of the episodes. But Dexy's Midnight Runners plays a song called Jackie Whelan Says is the name of the song in the bathroom of one of the episodes. Look up that show on Amazon. You have to pay for it. I've bought both seasons. I bought both seasons on Amazon. It's called The Young Ones. They came out in the mid 80s.
Nice.
Have you ever seen the movie Drop Dead Fred?
Yes, I think I have.
The guy that plays Fred is one of the students, one of the main actors in The Young Ones.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember his name all of a sudden.
Interesting.
So, what? Enough about me. What have you got?
Well, I have a lot, but you gave us a lot, so I'm gonna
go
right down to the big one, the one that reminded me of our boy Gert. Dirty Heads Rage. It's a new song by Dirty Heads featuring Travis Barker. I guess he's playing the drums in the background. But
I'm seeing him a lot lately.
yeah,
I've been seeing a lot of featuring him.
Yeah, he is pretty much just trying to drum for everybody. And I think and it's actually a bunch of people that you've never heard of. And then the fact that he's drumming for them makes them all of a sudden popular. Like I could be playing the cowbell, and then if Travis Barker is playing the drums, then I would get on, on Conan O'Brien as a, oh, here's Austin Brown playing cowbell featuring Travis Barker. Then everybody's like, yeah, Travis. It would be like the second greatest Austin and Travis duo would be me and Travis Barker.
Yeah, the two Travises in Austin.
Oh man, what if we had that? That would be awesome. Travis.
It'd be called Travis. Yeah. Oh yes, yeah, got it. Yeah. Austin and Travis squared.
Nice. But yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it, but listen to it, and you'll be able to figure out why it reminds me of Gert. You just got to listen to it. It's called Dirty. The song's called Rage, and it's by Dirty Heads.
What's it on? What are you listening to it on?
You can find it on Spotify. I'm sure you can find it on YouTube. I don't.
Called Rage?
Yeah, it's called Rage by Dirty Heads. But check it out. Listen to it. It's a little new, and I know you're not really into new music, but
yeah, I'm not.
But just for the fact that it's like a mystery. You want to listen to it and be like, and then as soon as you hear it, you'll laugh. You'll laugh like, "Ow, I get it. I get it."
What are they? What are they really known for?
They're not really known for a lot, man. They're really not. They're kind of an abstract band.
Yeah, because the only thing I'm seeing on Amazon Music is a song called "Vacation" featuring Train.
Yeah. That's their most popular song by far.
So, what'd you think about that group I sent you? Let's go a little bit more music.
Oh here. Yeah. That Scandinavian metal worship group. That was fantastic.
It's called Scandinavian Metal Praise. They are awesome. They take praise and worship songs like.
Yeah, like the songs that you would sit in a pew and read out of a book with no instruments.
Yeah, hymnals that are boring.
Yeah,
and they just metal the heck out of them.
Yes.
And just high pitched metal, a little bit of just driving beats, and just in your face aggressive praise and worship. It's like you better get this done. That's not their best stuff.
Really? So that's like a side project or something? I did notice that was number 2.
That part 1.
That was part 1 that you sent me?
Yeah.
Okay.
That album called part 1. I have part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Or I have one of their other albums. So, story time. Way back in the day, have you ever listened to the Christian station Air One?
I used to, yeah. Yeah.
So I don't remember exactly how, but a long time ago, me and my wife, that's all we ever listened to. And they used to do these CD bundles that you could, I don't remember if you won them, bought them, donate. I can't remember, but you could like get these like random CD bundles. That's how I have most of like my 10th Avenue North and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like all those random Hawk Nelson albums. But my wife got one once, and it was like 10 random Christian albums, and it came with Scandinavian Metal Praise album. And we're like, what's this? And we kicked it in, and we've loved it ever since. And what I sent you, that's all they have on Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay.
But because the album we have doesn't have the male singing, it's just the female singer. She sings all the songs on the album we have.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
and they're along the same lines. It's all just praise and worship, but metal. And there's a couple songs that are in Scandinavian, that are not even in English. There's like one or two songs that aren't even in English,
Nice.
and it's like, all right, I can jam with this.
Yeah.
So
Oh, cool.
it popped up randomly on my Amazon Music. Me and the wife were listening to it on the way home the other day. I'm like, I need to send this to Austin. He'll get a kick out of this.
Oh yeah, loved it. Absolutely loved it.
So
What else, man? What else we got?
I kicked on Amazon, and I guess there's a new Amazon show called Jolt. It's,
Don't know nothing about it.
I don't either. An interesting looking show. Kate Beckinsale. I haven't seen anything from her in a long time.
Yeah.
I don't know, but man, I ain't got nothing else.
Send it, bro. Let's end it.
Well, thank you for watching or listening.
Yep.
If you did both, thank you. If you got this far, even more thank you.
Yeah. Subscribe. If you got this far, I'm sure you're subscribed. I'm sure you are. You've got to be pretty diehard to get this far. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah. Rate, review, thumbs up. All that.
Do it. Do all of it.
Tweet us.
Do some of it.
Yeah. Do one.
Send it. Yeah. If you don't like what you see, give us a comment. If you like what you see, give us a comment. If you have any ideas on which we could do better or worse, comment.
Yep. For the use. But cool.
I guess.
Later, peeps.
Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.